Previously on the Damage Guild podcast.
I will cast invisibility, and then I will make off toward the camp.
You hear a couple of the orcs talking. Bridge is finally getting close to finished. Should just be a couple more days now.
What'd you figure out, Azlo? What's the scoop?
They're building a bridge, and once it's completed, they're going to cross that bridge.
We have to destroy that bridge.
As you get closer to the river, you hear hits of hammers and such. You see campfire lighting up the edges of wooden planks that extend out into the water. They're carrying materials towards the bridge from somewhere else.
So if we're going to strike, we want to strike in the night, it seems. The night shift.
Why don't we attack these guys and then take the last one hostage?
What gives us the right to kill innocent beings?
This is not the time to get all sentimental and care about people's lives. People's lives are at stake. You may fire when ready, Admiral.
3 shots out of the darkness strike the orc. We're under attack!
Wait, shouldn't we have moved, like you suggested, Shabba?
So a surprise round is only an action. We don't actually get to move.
No, it's a full turn, so actually you can move back.
Oh, it is. Okay, well then, yeah, we all move. We all move back. For sure.
Okay, and the slowest one among you is 25?
It's me.
Or is it 20 feet?
I have 25, yeah.
I have 25 as well.
Okay. So technically it's not his turn yet, so he doesn't actually start running towards you, but I think he can still shout at this point. So, Shabba, your turn.
All right.
And if you moved back, then you're now at long range, aren't you? Or everyone else is, except for you.
Yes, correct. I think that misses. That is it's an 11.
No, 11 misses.
Yeah, okay.
Aslo?
How far away is he?
Yeah, 145 feet, if I got this correct.
See if you can do it again.
Okay. That time I rolled a 7 and a 3. My total is 7.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so now he grabs his sword and charges towards you, or just kind of pulls his sword out as he runs.
Take him out, Tokas. Take him out.
And you see he is covering amazing amounts of ground as he's running.
Wow.
He's probably covered half the distance or so in just a few seconds.
What?
Oh, this guy's special. There's something special about him, Shabba.
You don't know everything about orcs. Tokas.
Okay.
I'm scared for my life, and I fire another firebolt at his face.
Yeah.
That is a 9.
That misses.
All right, and I will move away.
Okay, yeah, and if everyone moved away again, that puts you at...
I'm at 180 from the campfire.
Okay, so you can hear some other shouts back near the fire in the bridge, and some activity of metal being grabbed and drawn. And you don't see anything come into the light of the fire, though. Stripey is just following you, I assume.
Yep, he will do whatever he has to do to get his initiative the same as mine. He'll not take an action.
Well, he comes right before you in line, since he went last and you went first. Shabba's turn.
Marked. That's another 13 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. 10 damage.
So he takes his last few steps and then collapses onto the ground.
Does he clump?
He does clump. And then I'll move back another. Actually, I'm at 180 and haven't seen anybody else running out. Should we keep moving back, guys, or should we hold here?
I like holding our ground. What do you think, Azlo? I look over to Azlo. Azlo, what do you think?
Yeah, let's hold the ground.
Okay, so you're at 170 and 180, or do you want to...
No, it should be 175, or 170 and 180.
Okay, Aslo's turn.
Okay, so we cannot see anybody at the moment?
Correct. You can definitely hear them.
Okay.
Aslo, you should cast light on a blade of grass.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. We don't want darkness to be a thing.
60 feet in front of the fire.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. The problem is that it's touch only.
Oh, it is? I thought, okay.
So I could bend down and touch something right here, and then we could back up again.
Well, can't you touch a bolt and shoot the bolt?
That's perfect. Yeah, touch a bolt and target like a 5-foot square or whatever with the bolt. That way, if you're a little off, it's not a big deal.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll shoot it basically close to where we saw the orc drop.
Yeah, you can do that. You get a shot off pretty close to where the body fell.
Okay.
You don't need to roll for that.
And how far away is that?
From you, or from him, it's about 80 feet, so 90 feet from you.
Okay.
And then I'll back up another 25. Or no, I guess, do we
we're
stay
holding here. Yeah.
Okay.
Shabba is 10 feet behind you if you wanted to meet him.
Yeah, that's true. If you guys wanted to get where I am.
Yeah, I'll back up to where you are. And then I'll also remember to use my bardic inspiration. And I will give Tokas a bardic inspiration die.
I don't feel very inspired.
By saying, Tokas, the back of your head is ridiculous.
Oh, that's the most sense you've made in a long time, Azlo. Let's do this. Let's rawhide these orcs. And Tokas feels very inspired.
And I will end my turn.
You can see 2 orcs coming off of the bridge, and they briefly pass through the firelight as they run towards you.
Okay.
They can clearly see the light in the field now.
Giving them a beacon.
And Tokas' turn.
Okay, so I can't see them, can I?
You can see them. They're just outside the firelight.
They can't see us. They can see our light, though.
Yeah.
But we're saying they're outside my range, are they not?
Probably at this... Well...
Your range is 120?
Yeah. I'd have to move up, I imagine.
They're just barely outside your range.
Yeah, how far up did they get? I mean, how far into the field did they get?
Okay, they are 130 feet away from Tokas.
I think I'll move up 10 feet and pop off another firebolt. All right. Well, that was a foolish move. That's an 8.
That doesn't make it foolish because you missed.
I mean, I could use my bardic, but I don't think that would boost me enough. It's a D4, right? So or D6.
That was an 8. Yeah, it's save that. It's a low chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you try to get a little bit closer, fire off.
And then I want to move back. Yeah, the other 15.
As you're retreating to the rest of the group, one of the goblins runs off the bridge and turns his head towards you and where the other orcs are, and then continues running straight past the fire towards the camp.
Towards the main camp that's like half a mile away or whatever?
I was afraid of that, Shabba. This entire encounter, I was very afraid that one of them wouldn't want to fight us.
Well, it's going to take him at least 5 minutes to get there if it's half a mile away, so we got plenty of time.
This is where I need to, shoot like a bone spirit and it chases him down. If only there were something like... Are there any, tractor missiles in this game or any, heat seekers?
There's some magic sort of like that.
It's a magic missile, right?
Stripey's turn, and then Shabba.
Could have Stripey chase him down.
And the goblin is still in the firelight.
The goblin who's running toward the camp?
Yeah, still in the firelight.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a risk. If I mark him to deal extra damage and he gets away, then I lose my hunter's mark. I'm not about that life. I'm going to shoot at one of the orcs who's coming at us.
You could also shoot and not mark.
Well, if I shoot at the goblin who's running, then there's less chance that I bring him down in one shot.
Did you mark before you shot the other guy?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's a 23 to hit, and for 12 damage.
You shoot him in the side, and he keeps on running.
Okay.
And then he kind of points. He says, "Over there!" Looks like he's pointing kind of close to you, but not necessarily exactly. Azlo. Or did you move back?
They're running at normal speed, right?
They're about 40 feet away from the fire right now, but they're running pretty fast. Probably about the same speed as the other guy was.
So these are fast orcs. These are like fast zombies. We got to make sure we put that in our report that they have superhuman speed. Okay.
I mean, the voice in the sky did tell us, Shabba, that we don't know much about orcs after all.
Well, yeah, apparently not. Yeah, so Azlo, you'd be at disadvantage if you were to fire from here.
Correct, but I don't super mind. Yeah, I will just take another shot. An 18.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that hits. Are you attacking the same one?
Yeah, I'll hit the same one. For 5 damage.
So the second orc collapses in the dirt.
All right.
Sweet.
Nice.
And you back up some more, or do you stay there?
I will stay there.
So Azlo's 5 feet ahead of me?
Yeah.
And then I will give Shabba some bardic inspiration as well.
Sweet. Thanks.
So the one orc that was in front continues running, but veers off to the side instead of running directly towards you. And he goes out of line of sight towards the fire, so you can't make him out anymore. You also see one more come off the bridge, and actually, Azlo, you can understand some shouting. The one that's in the front coming towards you shouts back to the others to stay clear of the fire, swing out wide, take them from the behind.
Okay. Yeah, so he turns back to the others and shouts that, and I can hear it.
Yes.
Okay.
The orc turns back to the others and shouts behind him, and then you see the one that comes off the bridge, then just cuts straight across the firelight.
Okay, gotcha.
Into the dark. I think he can make it. Tokas.
Nice. I was thinking it was my turn. So I don't have a visual on these guys, right? You said they're kind of swinging out.
They're still the one close to the fire that you can see.
Oh, yeah. How close am I to that guy?
Since you went forward and backed up, you're like 170-something.
Oh. Well, that's sad. Now, it seems like there's only 3 combatants left, right?
We don't know for sure, because we never got an official head count.
Mm-hmm.
Can I overwatch with a cantrip? It doesn't work that way. Ranged weapons, it does.
We're going to ready an attack in case someone comes into range.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can you ready cantrips?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move forward half of my move. Or, not to make it complicated on you, I'll move forward to where I was before, which was, I guess, 10 feet ahead. Yeah. Inch me forward a little and I'll overwatch. I like calling it overwatch. Do I have to say ready? It's just like the whole take the defense action thing. All right. I'll ready an action to fire a firebolt. Overwatch. Aye, aye. None of you guys played XCOM?
I did.
There you go. Overwatch.
No,
aye, aye.
It's also another game on its own, though. Overwatch. So.
Yeah.
Oh, truth. No. I'm talking about, like, XCOM. All these kids with their Overwatch thinking they're so fancy.
Okay, we go back to Stripey and Shabba.
All right, I'll take a shot at the one I can see.
Okay, it's long range.
That's a natural 20. That is not as much. That's still that's a 12.
12 does not hit.
I was going to say, Shabba, we know 12 won't hit. Why wouldn't...
Well, because the 13 was against an armored guard. This is just a regular worker, so I assume he's not.
I'm with you.
They're all wearing basic armor.
Okay.
I was going to suggest we use... You have a die, an extra die. You've been inspired.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I was just trying to...
So that'll get me over. Okay. So...
I was just trying to help Shabba.
Yeah, no, good call. Yeah.
I just want what's best for you, Shabba.
Well, unfortunately, I rolled terribly on the damage, so I rolled 2 1s on my dice. So that's 5 damage.
I only... Yeah, only 5 damage. I have to fight for 5 damage, Shabba.
Yeah, well, that's with my spells. And it's the only relevant combat spell that I know, so shut up.
I'm just saying, I'm jealous. I mean, like, I can barely eke out decent damage. I have to action surge to deal decent damage in a turn. Azlo is just like dual wielding and slicing. I feel like Tokas is still having this complex where he still has this like imposter syndrome.
An inferiority complex?
Yeah, inferiority complex, imposter syndrome, where I, even after my cool trench coat and my cool gadgets, like, I still don't feel a worthy part of the team. Like this is going through Tokas's mind, like he's having this kind of existential crisis as we're fighting. And he's just like thinking to himself, like, I have to, I don't want to get cut from the team. I have to do something.
Shabba, are you going to move or do anything else?
No.
Okay. Azlo.
All right. Can I see anyone at the moment?
There's still the one in the firelight.
Okay. I will take a shot at him. That is exactly a 13 for 5 damage.
So you see the second shot hits him in the back as he runs out of the firelight. You don't see any further activity anywhere. You can still kind of hear a few stomping around in the grass nearby. And it sounds like the one that was close, that veered off the path, is getting closer, but you can't pinpoint him.
Okay.
Tokas?
Okay, so I didn't see anybody with my readied action?
No.
Dang it. It's okay. I'm kind of worried that they're going to ambush us. You're talking about this tall grass and stuff. Could I take a defensive position to be between that tall grass and my companions?
Well, all the grass around here is relatively tall.
Okay.
I mean, it probably comes up to, like, your chest or so.
Yeah, I'll move. I don't know if Tokas would be able to predict where that they're going to intervene.
So how many orcs and goblins total have we seen? We've killed one. We saw the goblin run toward the camp.
You killed 2 orcs.
Oh yeah, we killed a second orc, and then there are 2 other orcs out there somewhere in the grass that we don't see. So that's a total of 5, right?
Yes, that's how many you have seen since the battle started.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't heard any, you were just saying we didn't hear any other noises or anything like that?
I said you could still hear them approaching.
Right, but other noises of like stuff by the bridge or anything else like that.
You definitely don't hear the hammering anymore since the battle started.
Yeah, they put the hammer down. Guys, I'm a little worried about this endeavor. Maybe we should make a tactical change.
Okay.
Maybe we send some fire towards that bridge, shall we?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Let's.
You guys cover me. I'm going to make for the bridge.
Sounds good.
You okay with this, Azlo?
I think it's the best shot we've got.
Yep.
All right. I'm looking forward to that vacation when we get back, and I give you a wink.
We'll talk about it if we survive.
No, because this might be the last time I see you two.
No, we'll literally be right behind you. We'll be following you. And I can run faster than you, so I'll probably be ahead of you in a minute.
Okay. So I start making for the bridge.
Okay. You...
should I double move towards the bridge?
Yeah, you can't reach it with a shot with a single move.
Like sprint?
Yeah, do it. Double move this round.
All right. I will sprint.
So you sprint towards the bridge. You're 110 feet away. So Stripey and Shabba.
All right, we'll take off after Tokas. According to my calculations, we should be 120 feet from the fire after we're done with a move. So we're 10 feet behind Tokas.
Yep. And Stripey moves at least as fast as you?
Yes. Actually, maybe, okay. Azlo goes after me, right?
Yeah.
So Azlo, maybe instead of double moving, I'll single move, and then if you can recast light on a new bolt and shoot it off into the direction where the orcs are circling around, then if you can do that, I can delay until I can see one of them and take a shot at him.
So you're going to move and ready in action, Shabba?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, I like that plan.
All right, so I'll do that. Stripey and I will move up 30 feet. Actually, I'll send Stripey ahead with Tokas. And then... No, let's make this... I don't want to make it more complicated than it has to be. So I'm 150 away from the fire, and then I will delay my attack action until after Azlo goes.
Okay. Azlo?
All right. They both take off, and then I shout, like zoinks! Don't leave me alone in the dark here, gang. It's like Mega Spooksville back here.
But like Azlo, you can like cast light and stuff.
Then I'll take off after them, cast light on a new bolt, and then shoot it over off to our right.
Okay, make a perception check, and I'll use that to gauge how close to the other orc you get.
Perception's a 13.
You shoot it a little bit to the orc's left. You can see him about 15 feet from the center of the light, running away from where you shot it. Of course, as soon as he sees it appear there behind him, he turns towards the source. And Shabba, you can get a shot off on him.
All right, let me try.
This is close range.
Okay, yeah, that looks like that'll hit. 23. And then 14 damage.
Okay. As he's turning towards the light, you just fire an arrow straight through his head and he falls on the ground.
Wow. Hey, nice.
All right.
Nice shooting. I turn around to watch.
Good teamwork. Well done, AAA.
We do a jumping high five.
At a distance.
From a distance,
Yeah.
air fives.
Yeah, from 25 feet away.
Yeah.
Another job well done.
Yeah, and then Azlo, you should start moving towards where Tokas is running, towards the fire/bridge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do that as well.
Okay, so you actually catch up to Shabba, both at 150 feet.
All right.
Okay.
You can still hear more rustling in the grass between you and the fire and away from the shore. And it sounds like there's more than one thing moving out there, though.
Okay.
But you're not really sure how many.
We're not alone out here.
Tokas.
Okay. I want to do a regular move towards the bridge.
Okay, that puts you at 85 feet.
And then what do I see?
Piles of lumber and other equipment there, hammers and saws and such, near the fire, and then the start of the wooden bridge. You can't see a whole lot of detail on it still because you're looking into the darkness past the fire.
Right, nothing's within my dark vision. It's only 60. Any enemies that I can see, or they're still all concealed?
They're in the darkness, however many there are.
Okay. Well, as boring as it is, I'll make my other move towards the bridge. I have to get to this bridge, guys.
Yeah.
I have to get there.
Yep.
Do it.
So now you're 60 feet from the bridge.
Oh, am I way too close?
No, I mean, you're 60, and that's how far your dark vision goes, so that's relevant.
Right. I mean, if I'm not within that radius, I won't be able to shoot my firebolt without disadvantage, correct?
You don't have disadvantage on firebolt.
Ever?
Yeah, it just only
Ever.
goes that far.
Oh, well, why don't I just start shooting?
I don't know. You tell me. I thought you wanted to scope it out and see what was there first.
I mean, I'm from an engineering standpoint, Tokas is interested in the bridge, like the architectural.
I mean, technically the fire's 20 feet from the bridge, so the dim light of the fire does light up part of the bridge, so you can always see part of it.
I mean, we just want to toast this thing, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I will say your firebolt, it says it lights things on fire, but it's not going to, set the whole bridge ablaze or anything.
No,
Right.
it might take a few different firebolts. I could even use the fire mode of my chromatic orb. Might be like a bigger,
Yeah, true.
That is
it
true.
might be time. I was hoping to use that on an enemy, but it might be time for us to bust that out.
The time is now.
This bridge is an enemy, Tokas. This bridge represents potentially
All right.
thousands of enemies.
So Tokas looks down at his bandolier and selects a very specific, fatter and larger vial, and it kind of has this shimmering to it. It's different than the firebolt vials in that it has like this, almost like a swirling, like fiery, volcanic kind of magma kind of thing going on. It's different. Clearly it's different. And Tokas will load it into the violapult, and I'm like, oh man, I hope this thing fits. Barely fits, and with a twinkle from my diamond, it charges and starts to glow. I can feel the heat actually through my armor a little bit. I'm like, oh, all right, let's go. And I launch it, or it's more like a lob because it's so heavy. And I lob it 30 feet less than a firebolt. It's a big one. It's like the big one.
That's
true. Like that firework you get at the fireworks stand. It says the big one.
That would be huge to have on your bandolier.
Yeah. So I deposit this larger than the other vials, clearly larger, right on the doorstep of their bridge.
Heck yeah.
Ka-thunk.
Love that sweet, sweet magic fire.
Okay, I need a roll, don't I?
At least roll damage.
Oh, I don't have to roll to hit on this one?
You're shooting
a
bridge.
huge, wide bridge.
All right.
It's a pretty big target. If you can hit the broad side of a barn, you can hit this bridge.
Thanks for the confidence, Shabba. Thanks for the vote of confidence. All right, so 3d8s of fire damage. That's 18 fire damage.
Pretty good roll.
A huge volcanic eruption of magic.
Wow.
Krakatoa.
They just finished varnishing the bridge, and so it's covered in a flammable, oily substance. That would be great. That would be too good to be
I don't know
true.
if they would bother to varnish it.
Yeah, they're orcs after all.
So your little vial starts flying through the air.
It's big. It's big for a vial.
You're slightly larger than little vial.
Thank you.
Flies through the air and makes this gentle arc before shattering into 100 pieces on the bridge. And you see this burst of flame just explodes into this 3 or 4 foot radius
Oh, yes.
fire. It doesn't stay that full size after it ignites, but it leaves a decent sized fire burning and a large scorch mark all around it.
Tokas just stands there and watches, just like for a
Cackling
moment.
maniacally.
He's like, I knew it would work, guys. So glad that we spent like all our money to get me that diamond. I should make like a ring out of it, like Green Lantern style, and then I like charge the violapult.
Yeah,
Kind of like the lantern.
definitely.
I don't know. I'll work on that.
I was thinking you incorporated it into the violapult.
See, I thought that too.
Like when you pull it all the way back, then it touches the diamond.
Touches the diamond and
I can
charges.
charge it.
Yes.
That's kind of cool too. I
really
like
sweet.
that. Then I don't have to do the weird, like, power of firebolt or power of chromatic orb.
It's true.
That is the end of your turn.
I'll write that down. Incorporate the diamond into the design. That's a cool idea.
Stripey and Shabba.
Okay, so that second light spell did not illuminate the other one at all? The other one that we saw previously?
No. It sounds like they're still farther to the left, closer to the fire. You can hear some movement there. But
Okay. Oh, closer to the fire? Like they weren't actually running at us, they were just like running out into the darkness?
yeah, they're taking a longer way around. So
Okay.
they're somewhere in the darkness between the light and the fire.
Okay. Azlo fired the light, sort of.
He fired that mostly, or almost directly to the side.
Yeah, because the orcs were circling around off to our right, so I shot it like almost straight out to the right.
Okay, so do you want to do the same thing then? I'll run up 30 feet and then hold, and then you try to, like, fire it toward where you hear him?
Yeah, we can try that. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this interesting symbiotic relationship of lighting the way
Yeah, it's kind of a sweet combo.
for night fighting anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little less effective because I'm just firing bolts only for light, but
Right.
I guess if it helps us see. Or we could try to basically just run up to the bridge and help out that effort by like tossing more fiery logs onto the bridge and then wait for them to come to us.
Well, I thought I was just going to light that puppy and we were going to run and let the fire do the work.
Well, but that one or two spells isn't going to burn down that whole huge bridge. We need to actually move the fire logs onto the bridge.
Well, you should have said that before I used my chromatic orb. I thought it was going to be this huge, glorious explosion of awesome.
Or at the very least, we don't know. I mean, like the more fire we can pile onto it, the better, right?
Yeah, you're getting the work started.
Sure. Okay. I mean, I thought in my mind, I thought we were going to do that and then book it.
Oh, no, not even close. I mean, this is a huge bridge. He explained that, right?
Shabba, I'm not worried about the guys that are in the grass. I'm worried about the emissary that was running at the camp to tell his friends that we're lighting the bridge on fire.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, it's a huge bridge, and just tossing one fire thing at it isn't going to just make it all go up in smoke. We've started the fire, now we got to feed it.
So I think that's my vote. I say we just sprint toward the bridge.
All right, let's do that.
So you cover 60 and 50 feet, respectively?
Yep.
And I'll just move straight to Tokas.
All right, well, if we got to get this thing catching flame... well, you guys are going to move the logs, right?
I mean, we all, the more the merrier.
Yeah, we all can. You don't have to waste spell slots.
So this bridge is somewhat far along. It's about halfway across the water, right, was what you're saying?
We don't know.
We don't know how far.
You have no idea how far across it goes.
It's easier for me to distribute flame to the other side of the bridge than you guys.
Right, and it helps us see better, too.
Yes. So I will approach the bridge so I can see further down it and see if I could maybe lob a firebolt at the other end.
Yeah, that works.
So you get a little bit closer. You can see like 25 feet of bridge out into the water, and you can tell that it extends quite a bit past that, because this whole section of bridge looks essentially finished.
Well, I don't want to arc the firebolt too far. How about just I arc it where I can still see bridge? Well, hang on a second. This river is 700 feet wide, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go full distance. So I hope it doesn't land in the water.
You just guess the direction of the bridge and fire 120 feet out there?
Hit what you can see. You don't want to waste one and have it plunk in the water and do nothing.
But they are saying the construction's going to be done by tomorrow.
No, they said a few days. But
a few days?
It doesn't,
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we burn the part of the bridge that they get onto, then...
Right, okay, so we're, as far as I can see, 25 feet down. Here we go. 11.
I don't think you need to roll to hit that either.
No?
Roll your damage.
It's sitting right there for me.
Yep.
I'm just so used to rolling to hit. 9 damage. Nearly max damage.
Nice.
It's a pretty effective firebolt, so it starts another smaller fire farther along.
Nice. That's what that feels like, Shabba?
Oh, yeah.
And you yourself are now standing in the firelight.
Oh, I thought you were going to stop the sentence at fire.
So you moved up another 25 feet, and you were at 60, so now you're 35 feet away from the fire.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're dimly lit.
Just unloading round after round into this bridge.
Yeah.
Since you have moved up into the light of the fire...
Uh-oh. They were lying in wait.
And your AC is really high.
Yeah, we got my armor fixed. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. It's the armor of the Wrathgone Hills, Thane. This armor's legendary even after Tokas is gone. It will live on.
2 javelins come flying at you. One lands in the dirt at your feet. Another one glances off your shoulder pad and doesn't deal any real damage to you before spinning off in front of you.
Does he tear my trench coat? Or do they tear my trench coat? Pronouns, please. Pronouns.
I will say it does not tear the trench coat. It kind of hits and bounces off with the non-bladed portion.
Which direction did those javelins come from?
Pretty much opposite the bridge, a little bit to the north.
Off to our right, right?
Yeah, off to your right and ahead for you guys.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, Stripey and Shabba. And Azlo, you can understand some orcish curses after those javelins fail to connect.
Okay.
We'll keep running toward the fire.
If we do that, how close would we be?
I would end up in 30 feet, and you'd end up 50 feet away from the fire.
Okay. So at this point now, if they're going to stand outside the firelight and throw javelins at us, maybe we switch up our plan again.
Okay, so I'll run only 30 feet, and you take a shot in that direction.
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Okay, sounds good.
In fact, yeah, maybe if we light them up this time, maybe we can get into close combat with them.
Sounds like you're itching to use those swords, Azlo.
Sort of, yeah. It just seems like if they can stand out in the darkness and hit us, every time, then, or like move out of the light, throw javelins at us, move out of the light, then that might be our best option. Okay, so what is it again? Is it a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 4 perception check.
4?
Yeah.
So you fire off where you thought you heard the sound from, and you create a spot of light and see nothing. You're pretty sure that you got it close to where they were, but you still can't see them directly. It's possible that they're hiding in the grass. It's possible that they ran after throwing. So one of those two things probably happened.
Okay.
We will move on to Tokas.
Okay, so I want to light this bridge, but they just threw a stick at me with a sharp end, so you cowards, come out of that grass, and I will go looking for them. I'll find them, guys. I'll root them out.
So make a perception check to see if you spot them in the grass.
Not very good. I think I should use the bardic, so I rolled a 7.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, it's an 8. I rolled a 1.
Okay, so no, you don't spot them out there.
Okay. Could I ready an action, though, still?
So he basically just double moves out in that direction?
Well, yeah, you could ready an action, or you could keep moving.
I'm going to ready an action. I don't want them to pounce on me.
Okay. So Shabba and Stripey.
All right, I move up to the fire, start grabbing logs and tossing them onto the bridge.
Okay, so you run up to the fire and grab a log. Azlo?
Seeing that Tokas is running toward them, I would like to run up to Tokas and put my hand on his back and cast light as he runs past.
He's still a good 40 feet away from you.
You shoot a light bolt at me.
Yeah, Azlo, you are 75 feet from the fire currently before you move, and Tokas is 35 feet from it. Or I guess he's gone. He's now moved into the darkness.
He went kind of sideways across, so he's maybe 5 feet closer, but still out of range.
Are you close enough to light Stripey?
I don't think so.
Stripey's going to get into close combat.
No, Stripey's even farther away than you are.
Yeah, Stripey's up with me by the fire.
So I'll keep running toward the fire. Yeah, maybe Tokas can handle them on his own and we work on the fire, or should I go over and try to support Tokas while Shabba works on the fire?
I don't reckon it'll take me long to chuck a bunch of these logs onto the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start going toward the direction that Tokas is running.
Okay, not getting ahead of him, though.
Yes, correct.
Alright, you can actually get, if you just do a double move, you can get right up behind him.
Okay.
From the grass, only about 40 feet out in front of you, Tokas, 3 orcs stand up and charge towards you.
Oh my goodness.
They were hiding in the grass. Those jerks.
The Damage Guild Podcast. More refreshing than a flagon of wood elf tears.
Hello, Damage Guild listeners. This is Sean Abrams, the voice of Tokas Alton. I wanted to personally thank you so very much for listening to our little project here. These mid-rolls are also an opportunity to update you on our own lives and personal growth. I'm well into my first year of actually working as an engineer. I'm not just theory anymore, not just studying, and it's tough. I mean, I enjoy it. Some days it drives me crazy, cubicle life, right? I think I've alluded to it a couple times in the show, actually, but it's not easy. So we're happy to be an encourager for you guys, for you to listen every other week and just kind of chill out. Have some laughs, because corporate, for the corporate world, it's a rough jungle, and you got to be on top of your game. But yeah, let us know how we're doing, what we could do better. One of the best ways to do that is a personal email. We love getting those. We read them. There's a contact form on our website. That's www.thedamageguild.com. You also can reach us at guild@thedamageguild.com. Or social media. You could tweet to us or Facebook to us if you don't mind blasting it to the rest of the world. That's your prerogative. You can also find those links on our main webpage. If you want to learn more about us, our main webpage also will give you little brief things about each of us, and you can click on those links. If you click on our pictures, it'll take you to various projects or job-related stuff if you want to learn more about the people on the show. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the show.
You are listening to the Damage Guild podcast.
Okay, so do I shoot one of them, don't I?
Yeah, you get a shot off.
Nice. The one in the front. All right, so a 7.
7 does not hit.
Yeah.
And the 3 of them with their great axes charge. And
3 great axes?
so they move forward and half surround you. 2 of them on your flanks both strike.
I don't like where this is going.
So from the 2 hits, you take 13 and 5.
Before I take any damage, Tokas, in a quick reaction to the big scary orcs charging him with axes, uses his other spell slot and shields.
Nice.
So you quickly... Wait, no, you can't do that. You used your reaction to attack.
Oh, I did? That's not how it works? Oh.
When you ready an action, you use your reaction to trigger it.
Dang it. All right, so I'll take the damage then. That's good for me to know. I'm still learning.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
I usually forget it, but it's important.
Yeah, a measly firebolt is not worth me potentially saving all that damage. I will keep that in mind for the future.
Okay, so you take the 18 points of damage. And it's now your turn.
Okay, that's a lot of damage. I'll be fine, guys.
One of these orcs has an arrow stuck in him.
Yeah, I need to take the defensive. I'm not so worried about dealing damage at the point. That's where you guys come in. So I'm going to do a couple of different things. First, I'm going to second wind as a bonus action. So that is a 9 plus my level, so 12 hit points back. And I will ready a dodge action.
You will dodge.
The dodge. I will take the dodge action. Evasive maneuvers.
Shabba and Stripey.
Just throw some logs on the bridge.
If that's your full turn, also you can grab... Well, you kind of gingerly pull out a few logs at the not burning points, trying your best to get a hold of them.
I'm not being very ginger. I don't care if I take a couple points of damage burning. I'll burn my hands. I just want to get them on there as fast as possible.
Okay. In that case, you can throw more on, but I will give you a d6 fire damage on that.
All right.
Can you order Stripey to do a command like drag log? Like, does he like grab it with his teeth and like try to help you? Seeing his master burning himself, right?
So you take 4 points of damage, but you get several good pieces of wood and bring them over to the bridge, throw them on.
All right.
And you see another decent-sized fire starting next to the chromatic orb one, which has also begun to spread.
Yes.
Some of the boards right where it hit have already kind of splintered through and cracked.
Ooh, nice.
So they're not really usable at this point.
I wish it was a chromatic orb of napalm instead of fire. I think that would have been a little more effective.
Napalm orb.
Chromatic nuke.
Yeah. I'll work on that, guys.
And I guess Stripey helps by dragging one of the logs or something, right?
Sure.
Rather than risking his whole face in the fire.
Right.
Azlo, since these orcs charged and you were pretty much right behind Tokas, you're now pretty close to all of these orcs.
Okay. And
you could be in melee if you wanted to.
All right, in that case, I will put my crossbow away and use my action to cast a spell. If I think that at least, if 2 or 3 of them are within 15 feet of each other, I'd like to cast Thunderwave.
Okay, that's kind of like the Tetris piece. Like 1, 2, 3 in a line, and then the one pointing out, but Tokas is the one in the middle.
Okay.
I got plenty of HP. Why don't you just blast me?
So, yeah, you would have to hit him if you wanted to hit more than one of them with the Thunderwave.
I turn around and I look at Azlo and say, do it.
I think you have to, right? I mean... It's AoE damage. Like, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice Tokas for the greater good.
Victory at any cost!
Friendly fire is always fun. Like, I'm the one getting blasted, and I'm excited.
So in that case, all 4 of them make con saves.
All right.
Okay. All 3 of my guys failed.
All right.
Boy.
I rolled a 1, a 3, and a 4. Plus whatever, doesn't really matter at that point.
Oh man. Did you succeed, Tokas?
I got an 18.
Okay, that succeeded.
Right, I rolled a 14 plus 4 for my con.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Tokas, you will take 7 damage, and the Orcs Leech take 14 damage.
Ooh.
Oof.
I rolled an 8 and a 6 on my 2d8.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, so I'm down to 21.
You blast the 3 orcs back, and you see that the one that was already hit just falls into the grass. The other 2 are still standing, but they look stunned and hurt from all of this. They're hurt emotionally. No.
Owie.
How could you do this to me?
I'm just like, good job, Azlo.
Like, how could a fellow orc do this to us? Because remember, you're still painted green and you have your tusks in.
Yeah. Clearly, I'm Flubnard. No one will suspect.
The 2 orcs that remain each give a shout and charge, and after what just happened, they circle around Tokas and converge on Azlo.
Oh. Do I just let them by me?
They have enough movement to circle out of reach of you.
Okay, so I can't get a reactive. Okay. Ooh. I need to hurry up and learn intervene or whatever.
Both of them strike you with their axes
Oh, jeez.
for 6 and 12 points of damage.
Azlo!
Ouch, Charlie, that really hurts.
I turn around and in horror see my friend getting hacked to pieces.
Tokas' turn.
Yeah, not on my watch. All right, so
Flank them. Flank one of them.
yeah, I'm trying to think about what I can do.
Yeah, they're kind of flanking Azlo right now.
Yeah. Flank one of the ones that's flanking Azlo.
They're just kind of frothing, and they're in a complete frenzy right now, ignorant of the pain that they're in.
But they're both damaged, right?
Yeah, they're both severely damaged.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
barbs.
Can I action surge after my normal action, or do I have to announce that I'm going to do that?
You can action surge whenever you want on your turn.
Okay. So I don't want to end my turn necessarily, but I'm going to walk up behind one of them, draw a rapier, and skewer him in the back. So I'm glad I have advantage. All right, that's much better. Well, a little bit better. That is an 11.
Still not enough.
Okay, I will action surge and try again.
Dang, on both D20, your highest was an 11?
I rolled a 3 and then a 7.
Oh, man.
There are many sides to a D20, Jay.
There are.
All right, I'm going to try again. Okay, 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Or no, I didn't roll the other one. I'm sorry. Well, it's advantage. I picked the highest. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I'll roll the other one in case you get a natural 20.
Oh yeah, for crits.
Right.
Truth. It was worse. It was a 9. All right. So I do hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damage.
Max damage 10.
Nice.
Sweet.
I'm just like, why won't you die?
So you run up behind him, stab and a miss, and then get a little bit closer and stab up his back and out his shoulder.
Ooh.
And then he collapses to the ground, and you pull out your sword.
All right.
Azlo, I'm here for you and stuff. Don't die until my next turn.
Thanks, Tokas.
Shabba and Stripey, you heard that bang of the thunder wave,
Oh, man.
if nothing else.
All right, I know that sound. That's the intro to a searing rock ditty that Azlo likes to do. So that must mean things are either going really well or pretty poorly. Well, how many logs are left on this fire?
I'd say you moved probably more than half of the fire.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's a few things left burning, but it probably wouldn't matter that much for just a couple more logs.
All right, then I'll reach into my pack. I'll pull out my shovel that I believe we procured at Almar Veckling's shop, and I'll give it a little kiss, and I'll like a little peace sign up to the sky. Thanks, Almar. May Kavaki bless you and guide you. And I start shoveling the coals, and I sing a little old shoveling song, some old tune we used to sing back in the tribes when we were digging fire pits.
So you're trying to get every last bit of that fire onto the bridge.
Yeah, I'm getting those right in the center, those white hot coals, and I'm just taking them and shoveling them onto the bridge, that hottest part of that fire.
You can see the bridge is already smoking quite a bit as you put the first bits of the coal on. Is Stripey doing anything?
He's singing that shovelin song with me. He's singing the
He's a whistling Dixie.
Yeah, he's singing the baritone, the low harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all of his squeaks and growls allowed.
Yep.
Okay, Azlo?
I will draw both my short swords, sing, sing, and run up to him.
Uh-oh, Thane's got a thing.
You can only draw one weapon for free.
Ah, rats.
Unless you have the feat.
I will draw one of my short swords, sing, and run up to him and give it the old swing. 15 to hit.
Hit.
And that would be 9 damages.
Ooh, pretty good.
Not bad.
Okay, he had 1 hit point left.
Oh, nice.
All right.
So you just
Sweet.
run up and hack his legs off.
That's
Awesome.
That's
really
what you can reach.
funny.
Great.
And then he like looks up at you and he's like, "Come on, you pansy."
Yeah, you just cut right through without anything happening, and then he looks at you, and then his legs, he just starts to slide off his little meat sticks. He just like the little ham hocks of his calves, and he just slides off and slumps over.
Gives you an angry look.
But they're left standing in the grass.
Oh yeah, weren't you planning on dealing non-lethal damage to one of these guys?
Yep, we sure were.
Oh,
Guess
wait.
that didn't work out. You grab him, and you like straddle his body and grab him by the collar. Wake up! Wake up!
Whoops.
If you wanted to convert that into a non-lethal, then I would let you.
Yeah, I can just say it was non-lethal, right?
You just smack him. You just slap him across the
Yeah,
face
with the broadside
blade
of the sword.
your sword.
Just right up the side of the head.
Okay, so you're about to slice his legs off, think better of it, and then just give him a wound to the side that will hopefully not kill him.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if I would have been able to show that same restraint, Azlo. And I pat you on the shoulder and you fall over in a pool of your own blood. Oh, Azlo! How much health do you have left?
3 hit points.
We're out of initiative. You don't see or hear anyone else in the immediate vicinity.
Oh, we be shuffling as the day is long. We be shoveling, and that's all you hear.
Does Stripey have the bass? Ba-doom, ba-doom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
it's like,
Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Okay, so you shovel the campfire onto the bridge.
yep.
The fire is slowly spreading. You put it in several places now, and it looks like the first fires that you lit have dealt quite a bit of damage. Some of the bridge is like collapsing into the water beneath it.
Awesome. Let's get out of here, guys, right?
The chromatic orb in particular dealt severe structural damage just on impact.
I know you're just
Nice.
saying that to make me feel like I didn't waste it. 'Cause
Well, the damage was high.
I totally wanted my first chromatic orb to be, like, awesome.
It was.
I never imagined it being against an inanimate object.
But it was very effective.
You started the fire that would eventually go on to burn millions of lives by not allowing the orcs past, and burn them in a good way, is what I mean.
Like, burn their spirits, convict them, Shabba?
Exactly.
Are you trying to spread the good word of the Ramlord today?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Did you pray to your Ramlord today,
Oh,
Shabba?
I'm praying now. This shoveling song is...
He just did when he pulled out the shovel, didn't he?
Just shovel
I
song?
sure did.
From where you are here at the edge of the bridge, it extends to past the edge of your dark vision, and the width of the bridge is about 50 feet. So it is a big bridge.
Wait a minute. Guys, we could have taken the bridge. We need to get back over there. We need to get out of here.
The bridge doesn't go all the way across.
Yeah, but it'll give us a head start.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we swam across one time. We can do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't lit the whole bridge on fire. There's still enough that you could get on.
I know, but it might be really cool and epic for us to just, like, run down the bridge while it's, like, falling over and, like, ah!
Yeah, that'd be great.
Very cool and very risky.
Risky, so maybe we bandage up Azlo first?
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is it is fall, so, like, either maybe there's, like, some dry leaves or some dry grasses somewhere that we can just grab some handfuls of and feed the fire with them. Just, like, dump it on.
Yeah, you could chop some grass and throw it in there.
That'd be cool. That'd help the fire to spread a little faster.
There's the pile of lumber by the fire.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's already wood anyway. The other thing to consider is, didn't someone run off toward the camp to warn them?
Yes, that's why we need to get out of here.
Yeah, but in combat rounds, the camp is like half a mile or a mile away. So it would take a few minutes to get there and a few minutes for them to get back. So in combat rounds, we have quite a bit of time. But yeah, that's a good idea. We could take something off of the bridge and light up the pile of wood with it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if we delay too long and the army gets there, I just want to put as much distance in between us and 100 orcs as possible.
Well, I was going to say, Shabba, the way you're probably thinking is that we need to ensure that the bridge is collapsed before the army gets here.
We need to ensure that it's as damaged as possible. And while we're talking about this, we should be like heaping dead grass onto the pile of wood and onto the bridge.
Yeah, we can talk while we do our work.
Yeah, we'll hear them coming. I mean, they're going to be like a bunch of orcs stomping down the path.
Yeah, let's do that. I agree with Shabba. Let's get some dry grass and leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, and just pile it up. We'll take one of the burning pieces of wood and chuck it onto the supplies, and then, dump a bunch of grass and leaves and stuff on there, and then do the same to the bridge.
Could we have Tokas analyze the bridge to see weak points? Like the architectural engineering behind the bridge?
Yeah, preferably while he is working.
Yeah. Is it triangles? Like, what is it? Is it struts? What do we got here?
Give me an investigation, and you get proficiency on engineering. What's your gnomish thing?
My gnomish thing has to do with magical items, history checks, alchemical, technological devices.
Technological devices. Yeah, I guess a bridge isn't quite
I'm
that.
quite good at investigation. We should have me do more of it, honestly. I got a +6.
All right, so give me your investigation check then.
Okay. That is a 24.
Okay. It looks like a good sturdy bridge. The lumber pile that you just ignited, or are trying to ignite, is somewhat green wood. So it looks like this was recently chopped, and yet they're still building the bridge out of it. So from that, you would think that the more complete part of the bridge will probably burn more easily, and possibly as you get farther out, it would be more difficult to light if it's still green.
Gotcha. Okay, so we need to focus our efforts here at the beginning of the bridge. Anything about the supports? Like, how are they putting it into the water?
It's got large beams, basically whole tree trunks, posted into the water at set intervals, both along the edges of the bridge and some underneath the middle section supporting it.
I guess I should target my question. What I'm trying to figure out is if we should just be heaving fire or if we should be targeting the fire along the sides of the bridge going down. Like, how is it put together? Like, how is it connected is what I should say. Is it, like, tied? Is it strutted like nails? You said there were hammers.
Basically, it's got these tree trunks that are supporting the main section of the bridge. Between those are long beams connecting them, and then running between those beams are all of the boards that you would be walking across.
Okay.
Where everything's just kind of nailed together with wooden nails for the most part.
I mean, we need to get it to topple. We don't want it to just be on fire, right? Can we access those columns? Because if we could burn the wood around the columns, then it'll just fall over.
You can get to the ones on the outside. You can tell that there's some in the middles that are supporting it too.
Let's focus our fire efforts around those columns and try to get it to topple.
Yeah, I think any fire coming from underneath would be better than on top, right? Because it'll burn up.
Well, is there space between the boards? We could, like...
Yeah, they're not really well made.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I might as well just be inventing dynamite if we're wasting our efforts, like, keeping fire on this thing. How long before I can chromatic orb again? I guess is my next question.
Tomorrow?
Oh, really? I didn't use my other spell? Oh, yeah, that's how that works. Okay.
Wait, no, you didn't use your other spell, so you do have one more spell. You could do it right away.
Okay, but this one needs to be specific. Shabba, could you dangle me underneath?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I can make a shot up into the support underneath.
I mean, I'll dangle you off anything. All you have to do is ask.
Okay.
No problem.
Well, you could even... we could use Lobik's lengthy line. You could just belay me off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you guys belay me off the side, I can shoot. If my aim's right, if my calculations are correct, I can get a chromatic orb right up into one of the main supports.
There you go.
That's a great idea.
All right. Let's do it.
Are you attacking an edge support or a center support?
Your comment about how it's greener the further we go makes me think that I want to hit one of the first supports, maybe the second support, not the very closest. They're spaced like, what, 20, 30 feet?
Yeah, they're about 20 feet. 20 to 25 feet.
Yeah, it needs to be far enough out into the water so that, like, it actually, like, structurally, like, it's going to, like, oh.
So, 2 questions. First of all, is the bridge still intact enough that we could potentially get across part of it? Like, could we go around where the fire is? And second question, Is it possible that we just pick up this unconscious orc and bring him with us? Because remember, that's the goal here, is to get the information. Burning the bridge is good and it'll delay them, but if we get back and we don't have the information, then this quest will sort of be for naught.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought we were going to swim with him.
Well, but if he's unconscious, that's probably not going to work.
Okay, so you guys start going across the bridge, drag him with you, right?
Yeah, if Shabba can pick him up, throw him over his shoulder, and go across the bridge, all three of us could, and then we take out the bridge from the other side.
Okay.
But it's green wood.
Well, yeah, do the same thing you're talking about, but once we're on the bridge, away from the fire.
The other side. Let's get on the other side, then belay me, shoot away from us, run.
Okay, you can't shoot very far relative to the length of the bridge.
I'm with you. These are big fat vials.
Well, I still think that's better than leaving him here.
Yeah, let's set up for that. What do you think, Shabba?
Yeah, that's fine. He's already in my arms. I've already picked him up. I'm running across the bridge.
All right, so we're going to kind of weave through the fire, flames?
The flames probably haven't spread across the entire 50-foot width of the bridge.
No. You've got several sections. I assume you wouldn't throw it all in one place. You probably want to light different places so that it could burn as much as possible.
Right.
So it's kind of like fire, and then nothing, then fire, nothing, fire, nothing.
Okay, perfect. We grab him, we run out onto the bridge, stop for a minute, Shabba dangles him over the edge, lobs a firebolt into the thing, and then we pick up and keep running.
Lobs a chromatic.
I got to roll my damage.
Yeah.
With your investigation check, when you're dangling down, you're pretty sure that the best place to shoot would be one of the center supports, because if you knock out the center, then both sides would collapse downward around it, as opposed to just hitting one edge.
I'm exactly with you, Thane. That's what I was thinking.
Before, it sounded like you were thinking you would attack the side support.
Oh, no, that was what I was talking... Sorry, I need to be more specific. So, with us spreading the flames, the sides made sense. But if we're going to get, at the heart of this thing, absolutely the central support.
Okay.
Easily. All right, here we go. Damages. 9 so far. 13.
It's not as good as your initial shot was, but you still light a fire on the support.
No.
And you can see it smoking, and as you rise over the top, you can see the light through the cracks in the bridge.
Pull me up. Pull me up.
I don't know. It's kind of funny. We're just sort of watching you dangle there. Did you get a good shot? How'd it go?
Yeah, it was good, Shabba.
I tried to reach out over the bridge and tickle him.
I've been waiting for somebody to tickle Tokas this whole show. That's when you find out what's so funny.
Keep going. Spit it out.
That's when you find out one of my deep dark secrets, that I have the little Pillsbury Doughboy laugh.
When you get tickled.
That's Tokas's laugh. Yeah, no, that's my laugh. So I'm like, wee.
That's your big character reveal?
I pretend to let the rope go a little bit and let you fall just a few feet further, and then I reel you back.
Oh, okay. Now I'm not laughing. Shabba, come on, man.
All right, let's go. I bring you back up.
Okay.
So you're all on the bridge. Looking behind you, you can see the fire is spreading. Considering you still have probably at least 5 minutes before anyone shows up, you think that whole section of the bridge could easily be on fire by the time they get there.
Okay.
Sweet.
Cool.
And you continue running across the bridge?
Yeah, is there a railing on either side, or is it just bare?
There's no railing.
Bare. Okay.
It's a nice bridge, though, for orcs to make. They probably had some help. Wait a minute.
Goblins.
Wait a second. Hang on a second. I analyzed this bridge from an engineering perspective, didn't I?
Yeah.
A moment ago?
What else did you want to know?
What are the origins of the design of this bridge? Is this really orcish design?
I mean, it's pretty crude and straightforward, so orcs could probably design something like this pretty easily.
I feel like they might have some help.
That's what the goblin was there for. He was the foreman of the project.
Okay, so goblin and orcish engineering.
Yeah, didn't you see the little blueprints sticking out of his backpack as he was running away? He was the guy in charge. Clearly. All
right. Because I was kind of going to go conspiracy mode, be like, they're having help.
All right, let's take a flying leap off the bridge into the river.
Oh, the epic,
run all the way to the end.
Yeah, can we freeze frame the episode that way and end it with all three of us in the air?
Yeah, we're just
yeah, and then the orc who's unconscious on my shoulders
wakes up and he's like,
what's going on? In midair.
As you get towards the end of the ship, you've made it almost Ship. Why did I say ship?
It is a ship. It will be a ship in a moment. It just breaks off and starts floating down the river. Oh, dude, this is a sweet raft.
We have our own boat now, guys.
Yeah.
We could make a raft out of this.
Heck yeah.
It's true.
You get towards the end of the bridge, and you can see that this part is only halfway built. So only one span instead of the double width. But it actually extends right up to the other side of the river.
So, like, we're talking like the shallows, at least?
Yeah, so there's like 5 feet of shallow water and then land.
We're going to need more fire.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that really how we want to end this? Because we don't get to do the epic, like, jump off of the bridge.
Yeah, we'll still jump that way. Like,
okay.
So you jump off and then
you just land in the
land
in the like the pebbles with like 2 inches of water underneath us.
Oh.
Yeah, but when you edit the episode, Jay, you should cut off right when Thane says, you jump off and...
And then the next episode, we let them down,
right.
and they're just like, wait, that's so lame.
Just starts off with, and then you land.